gonna be headed on my Greece trip pretty soon, and I have vlogs coming up in the next few weeks. I hope you'll subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can be notified of my vlogs as they come out. Hey y'all, it's Lena. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm feeling a little bit better. I injured my cornea a few days ago, and so that's why I'm wearing glasses, but it's healing. I'm feeling so much better today. I remember the first time I was flying alone, I was so scared I was gonna miss my flight. I was gonna fly to the wrong destination, and it ended up being okay. And that's kind of how I built my, confidence traveling, was step by step. And that actually brings me to my first point. I am a naturally more anxious person, and traveling has really helped me to flex my confidence muscle. When I look back and think about how far I have gone, where I have traveled, and the situations I have been able to handle alone traveling, it has made me a much more confident person in my day-to-day life. The second thing I wanted to talk about was getting to know myself in different contexts. So I grew up as a minority in the South, and there are instances where certain people will place assumptions on you based on your background, your heritage. Growing up, it's kind of like you try to conform to this box, or you try to fit this view of how the society around you sees you. And one of the things I noticed, and I didn't even think about this when I started traveling, was when I'm traveling to a new place where I don't know what's expected of me and people don't know what to expect from me, I become more of, I think, who I am. I become a truer version of myself because I get to see what I would do without the normal assumptions put on me or the normal expectations that I unknowingly adhere to. I've learned that I love different types of dances and cuisines, and I don't know if it's that you become more true to yourself or that you just become who you were underneath all of the stuff that you thought you needed to become because society made you think a certain way. It has made me see myself not as what I look like or what situation I was placed in on earth. It makes me think of myself as a soul meeting other souls and trying to have a beautiful life experience. One of the other things I wanted to touch on in this video is that traveling teaches you to learn to be okay with things that are out of your control. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of life and to forget that there are bigger picture things whenever we're stressed about the day-to-day of how our life is going. But whenever you can't speak the same language as somebody in another country, or you lose your phone or your wallet, whenever you're able to solve that problem, it gives you the confidence to kind of know when to stress out more in your day-to-day and when you can actually let things go a little bit. And that, for me, has helped with my anxiety, but it's also helped me just live a more joyous, content life when I understand kind of how big or small things are, and I can reframe it in my mind compared to other experiences. And the last thing I wanted to touch on, which I think is touched on a lot probably by different people, is that traveling exposes you, of course, to new ways of thinking, new cultures, new foods, and I just think that's beautiful. Obviously, we should always be striving to connect with fellow humans and to understand each other and to remember that we're all just, for the most part, trying to have the same basic things. And it's so sad when we forget that. And I think that travel is one way to really be able to build that muscle, that mental muscle on a deeper level, which is, how do I connect with these people? What is something that connects me specifically to this culture? And it really makes life more beautiful, I think, whenever you can see yourself in other context situations and you can see yourself in other people's shoes. I think that is such a beautiful thing. Whenever you travel, you are trying to, see and learn about another culture and another way of being. And it forces you to kind of let go of what you thought you knew and see things for what they are. And a lot of the times it's even more spectacular than anything you could have ever imagined. So I just really wanted to talk about that because not only travel, but I just have it in my heart to express the beauty of life and experiences. And for a long time, I was afraid of just venturing out because of anxieties I had. And I'm so happy that I've gotten to have these experiences. And through this channel, I really want to be able to share some of the experiences I have in the future with travel and meeting people with y'all, and just hopefully be able to convey that feeling of connecting and just how small the world really can feel. I'm not a master cinematographer. I'm not great with technology, actually. I'm just trying my best. So I'm really curious to see how this channel grows, and I'm so excited to have y'all here, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.